I got the sugar in this one, not this one. But I'll give you a
Well, now, how
little
much
pot
do you
full to
put
take
in
home.
it like that one?
You take the sugar, you go, that's enough.
I never measure. Everything's always different. I make granola and I send it to Sarah. And sometimes she says, oh, I don't like that one as well. And sometimes she says, oh, this one's really good.
Do it again and you can't. And you can't.
There's no way I can.
Well, that's a sign of a good cook, really, that you don't have to make
Oh, I'm
it.
not a good cook. I just lazy.
I don't know, I think as long as people eat what you cook, I think you're a good cook.
That could be too. This one batch, I don't even know what I put in it, but this one batch, she said, Mom, it's got something wild in it. I had some in the evening and I couldn't sleep at night.
Yep.
Just,
I seem to like everybody's cooking.
I meant to ask you to bring me,
I think it's a survival tactic.
oh, yeah. I will next time.
Forgot.
Yes.
What's that?
I meant to ask
I
her to
have
bring me
basil.
some of her fresh basil.
Some of my basil survived my husband's spraying of the garden, and so I've got some.
He's really devastating as far as what he disposes
Well,
of.
he's neat. He keeps it, he's just trying to neaten the place up, that's all. Some things are more sensitive than others.
Well, I did the same thing with my little pine tree. I
Yeah.
sprayed the weeds with Roundup. And
To help it.
And you got the pine
I finally
tree.
run the lawnmower over the other day, so get rid of it.
Poor thing.
I'll have to go over to, maybe Wells over here has a little pine seedlings or so I can buy and plant one.
I don't know, but when are they gonna dig up this little redbud tree?
When they do the sidewalk.
It's in Paul's Way, I'm sure.
Oh, I mean,
Let him dig it up. He never dug one up before.
What tree is that?
There's a little redbud tree that the birds dropped apparently,
Oh.
something.
you
in
realize what your project is, that one.
I know, but it's too hot to work out there.
Oh, but it's gonna cool off.
Not before I leave.
Well, now, if you think you're gonna sit in the
I
sidewalk,
decide,
everybody
I'm
else
just
is
gonna let that tree
working,
grow
and
there.
still eat at this table.
What's the difference?
You don't use
You got
that
another.
sidewalk anyway, why not?
No, I've always walked around it.
Uh-huh.
He has been resisting this from the beginning.
What, the walk?
Yeah.
Walkway always seemed fine to me.
Yeah, I walk around it.
He doesn't need any support.
Yes, he does.
He just does not need any
You know, you
support.
said to take the
Boards out?
I thought of that a long time ago.
Well, you didn't do anything.
I
you know.
don't know.
The boards
But I'm
need
gonna
to
leave
come
the,
out.
I'm gonna leave the sideboards there. Because it keeps the dirt from coming in on. And it has, well, you have to, if you took that board off that's next to the roses, half of that dirt's gonna be down and gonna come
You
inside.
can leave that one, but not the other one.
Well,
See, this has been, hey, how long have we lived here? And when did we
we've
put
been
that
married
down?
61 years. And
Well,
it's been 3 years
And we
before
have,
that.
we have had a difference of
Agreed.
opinion about that walk since we moved here. And it has never been resolved.
Well, I still think,
No.
see, already she doesn't wanna know my opinion. If we just take and dug that out
No.
and put sand on there and gravel, and then get a guy with a concrete truck, come in here and say, pour it right here, and
I
have
do
the farms
not
there,
want
spread
a
it all down
cement
nice.
walk.
Don't have to worry about it. Don't you think that'd be the best idea?
No.
What does Paul want to do?
He wants to dig it up and level and get those boards out of there and make something that we won't turn an ankle and fall.
Uh-huh.
Now, he has a good thought about this. I agree with him. He says, though, it'd be better to fix it than it would be for you to be falling on it and breaking your hip or whatever. and he's got a point.
Cement.
Cement, that's what I said. I just whispered that, cement.
It sounds, it simplifies that.
Leave the boards, pull the bricks up, you know,
But
take a rake and pour the cement.
It's got sand under there. I put sand under there before I put the bricks down. The only thing is I should have put something to keep the weeds from coming up.
You it's a lot, no, I'm not gonna say it.
What is it you're not going to say?
He's gonna do it his way, and he's not gonna find out how it should be done in the first place. That's how it happened. See, you don't ask or you don't buy in something he gives you instructions on how to do this to avoid problems.
It's not the manly thing to do.
I was just gonna say, if you wanted something different, you should never have married a man.
When Paul and I went fishing for the first time up in Canada, we had that discussion about should we get a guide.
Mm-hmm.
Both of us said, no, if we're going to find the fish ourselves. If we have, and that's a poor thing to do, to hire somebody to show you where the fish is.
If you can't find them yourself, what kind of fisherman are you?
Yeah. So that's what we did. And we got them.
You got him.
Old Vernon Eckert has told a story about him going up there and getting a guide, and he had a real good hunting knife that he carried with him, you know, and whenever he wanted to do something, why he'd take that out, you know, cut his line or so, and that Indian guide was eyeing that knife all the time, and they didn't catch any fish for the day or so, you know, and the next day Vernon says, hey, you take us where the fish are and let's catch some fish, you can have my knife. Boy, he turned that boat right away and headed right for
The other direction.
What you doing in there?
How much you putting in there?
Oh, not much.
Just so much, I mean, you just tip it up and
Dip it up until it looks up right.
it'll probably be enough there. We won't have to make any more here.
Well, not for a day or so.
Is applesauce and bacon?
He was real sure how it was gonna go, the weatherman.
Oh, yeah?
It was gonna cut across to Missouri and then it was gonna cut back. Yeah.
Sure.
Where we throw it?
Look at this clear thing here.
I'm going to go forward now. You should
I'm down to three
down to
a
three, so
day.
it should be a little bit better now.
I don't
No,
know.
not really.
Not with prednisone, because you build up your blood levels and then a smaller dose maintains those blood levels, so not really.
But the difference in what I feel and
Yeah.
look
Hey, it's part of the
is it's almost
You ready to go
unbelievable.
home?
Yeah, I'm tired of being here.
How are you?
He doesn't like to be told. You poor boy. You poor baby.
Behave like an adult like you are, why we may be treated like one.
Your schedule is tight.
Oh, these hot days, not really. It's just,
I know it. We all are that way.
get in a set pattern.
Well, I've got a couple more things I gotta cook. Baked potato salad, and
Oh, that's what's going to do that afternoon.
yeah.
Oh, how? He
Am I
needs to
supposed
hurry.
Okay. Wait a
Oh my
minute.
God.
We have to have the official singing before you blow, don't we?
Well, hurry up.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Steve. Happy birthday to
Oh,
you.
get it? Take
together.
And 60 more.
Well, I'm not sure about that.
He did it.
Holy smoke.
Not only I did it in the first blast.
Yeah.
No emphasis
Go
there.
No.
through the table.
Windy.
Okay. Somebody.
Here, it's got ice that was
Don't just record everything.
I'm not.
It gets boring.
And then, people have to name their
We have
yogurt
yogurt and
or
ice cream.
Yeah.
How come I have to do this week?
Because you're the birthday boy.
I thought that was, I didn't think it worked that way. I thought I didn't have to do anything in my birthday.
Oh, it's not been that
It
way.
hasn't been that way. I keep thinking, well, okay, now it's gonna be that way.
We let you have the first shower.
Yeah, that's
That
true.
was special. I know. Because
Those are really a pain in the neck, you know that, don't you?
Infringing on our privacy.
Yes, I know.
What was that again?
Infringing on our privacy.
Awesome when you turn that on.
Yeah. That way on.
And I'm eating slower too. I don't want it captured on film that I'm shoveling food in.
Ah! Boy, I got it zoomed in too far here.
No.
That's good.
You're not seeing the hair on my nose, are you?
Tip your head up.
They trimmed my eyebrows. Usually I don't let them trim my eyebrows, but she was cutting. Huh?
They do that on men all the time.
I know, but I usually don't let them.
But you still got one
But she
on this
did
side.
it without me.
Oh.
She just started cutting them.
And once you got
Up too, you know, there was one there by you, I mean, on that side.
They don't own that anymore.
Yeah.
And then when the kids got out, two of the boys had sons, and they came into the orchard and took over. You know what I mean?
Right.
They turned it over to them. They started that meat packing place, and then they opened stores in St. Louis, and that's when they lost their shirt. They borrowed $1 million to do it.
Well, the other problem is if you get too many families trying to make a living out of a
Yeah.
business, they all want to make a bunch.
That's what's wrong at Adrian.
we had a lumber company that two families bought out from one family, and then the husband, the wife, all the kids worked in the business and stuff, and they paid them good money because they all wanted to make good money, you know. And
This is what
then
happened.
they're out of business and lost their homes.
This is what, yeah. And this is what happened at Adrian. And that's why Bill left. Won't come back, won't talk to any of them. He didn't get his share of anything.
Well, it's a good thing the three of us didn't want to all go into the orchard.
I don't know, well.
Probably a good thing none of us wanted to go in the
We
orchard.
were seeing what was happening. And see, the same thing happened to Stoney. He had a foundry in
Yeah.
Belleville. And when he retired, he had a protege that was his son's age that was just wonderful. And he gave it to the two of them. So what happened? His son immediately sells his share and got out of it. I mean, to the other guy, and he went off as a fish guide, and that's what he still does.
Still fishing guys as well.
Yeah.
Sounded like you made a good move.
Well,
Yeah, but he
between that time,
almost broke his parents up.
yeah.
Bailing him out of jail.
See, he went on a honeymoon to Cuba or down there someplace and came back and was arrested for bringing in drugs and spent a year in jail. Stoney told us about. Maribel didn't say a word. He was in service before that.
I think Stoney said it cost him $30,000
to get him out of trouble in
Get him out of
service.
trouble down there.
Same thing.
Well, they probably gave him everything.
They did. Maribel spoiled him like you wouldn't believe.
Sort of like they did
Yeah,
Kevin.
that's what puzzles me, because we gave our kids everything too, but they turned out pretty good.
Well, you spoiled like Kathy, yeah. That's what I said, you spoiled Kathy, you know.
Well, we bought you guys a car.
Didn't spoil. Yeah, a piece of junk. Hell, the damn camshaft vibrated so damn much I was thinking it wouldn't go over 100.
Well, you were
You mean backing up?
You're both mechanics, and you worked on cars. When did that fix that? Put a new camshaft in there, whatever it is.
Hell, the damn mechanic couldn't put a new one in, he said.
Well, he
Of
was.
course, you'll have to hand him $5 to fill up with gas, and